Today is March 2nd, 2016. Here I am sitting in Arizona with Musthaq in Phoenix, Arizona. Musthaq is my uncle, both from my father's side and my mother's side. Assalamu alaikum, Musthaq, how are you?
Thank you.
What is this instrument that is in your mouth?
This is called nebulizer. It is feeding chemical into my lungs, and I do this every 4 hours. It consists of mixture of two medications put in this mouthpiece. One is the albuterol, and the other one is ipratropium. These two mixtures kind of open my vents in my lungs in a tube, and for 4 years, for next 4 hours, I can breathe easily.
Okay, Musthaq, tell me a little bit about your educational background. Where did you go to school, college, university?
I started my education in Hyderabad,
India.
India, and I did my high school from Darul Shafa, and after passing my high school in 1953, I went to Pakistan, and I passed my intermediate science of 2 years duration from Salim Mastan College, Karachi. And after passing my intermediate, I joined NAD Engineering College in Karachi, which is a 4 years course in civil engineering, and I earned my BS in, actually I should have got in 61, but the exam was held in.
Okay, so you got your engineering in Karachi in 61.
Yes.
Okay, and then
And
did you do any more studies?
I worked with the DevCon construction company, which was owned by Abbas Khalili, and it's a very,
Okay, we have few minutes because I want to ask you a lot of questions, so we'll make the questions short and the answers short. So you did your engineering in Pakistan in 1961, and then you worked in Pakistan.
I worked from 1961 to 1965
Okay.
in DevCon construction company
After 65, what did you do?
as a project officer
Okay.
in Karachi.
Okay.
I came to the United States in August 1965 on a scholarship,
Okay.
Fulbright scholarship.
Okay. Very good,
And
mashallah.
I went to Syracuse University,
Okay.
New York, upstate New York, and I did my master's degree in civil engineering in 1967.
Okay.
And after completing my master's, I worked in Boston, Massachusetts. I worked in Baltimore, Maryland, in USA. And finally, I came and settled down in Phoenix, Arizona
When?
in 1972.
Okay. So from 72 till today, you have been in Phoenix, based out of
Ever
Phoenix.
since 1972, I've been living here. I earned my professional license, engineering license, PE they call it, professional engineer's license, from Maryland and Arizona. I have registration from 2 states in the United States. I worked at the Department of Transportation, ADOT they call it, and after working for about 6-7 years in ADOT, I worked in the Arizona Department of Water Resources, and I finally retired in 1999 after working for 30 years or so. And ever since retirement, I did do some consulting job or testifying in court as professional witness.
Okay. So you worked all your life. You have a master's degree. You are a PE. You are very highly educated. Why are you holding this pipe and you have a, what do you call this around your nose?
This is oxygen. This is fresh oxygen. I need it for survival because I have to. My lungs are not working.
Why?
Not
Why are your lungs not
because
working?
of smoking.
Smoking,
Smoking.
cigarette smoking.
Yes, cigarette smoking. I have damaged my lungs to the point that instead of being 100% capacity, my lungs are functioning only at 20% capacity.
How long did you smoke?
I smoked for roughly, started smoking after I came to the United States. And that was 65. And I left, on and off until 1992. And after that, I was really very coughing, all the time. And it's always productive, cough. And having started difficulty breathing. So I was admitted to the hospital a couple of times for pneumonia. And finally it came to the point that breathing became very hard for me. And doctor prescribed this treatment. This is called nebulizer. The equipment is called nebulizer. And every 4 hours I have to take it. And it has 2 chemicals.
Okay, you told us about the chemicals. You smoke, and this is the cause of smoking. How many cigarettes did you smoke?
I would say 1.5 pack, which is like 30 cigarettes per day. And this I did for about 20 years.
Okay, if you have this tube, this green color tube, what is it that it is attached to that?
That's called the lower part of the machine. It's called compression machine, and the top is the refill. And what I do need is refill machine fills up the cylinders. So that's one way of getting the oxygen, which I get 4 liters per minute, 24 hours.
Okay, so this cigarette caused you, if you would not have smoked, you would not need all of this.
Well, in rare cases, it could be a effect also that you are born with weak lungs.
If you would have known that these are the things that cigarette causes, would you have smoked?
Never. And then that's what I will advise to people who are still smoking, that, it is so hard, so difficult to breathe that you're really struggling. You don't die, but you're struggling to breathe. And sometimes I've seen patients, really shaking their body just to be able to get the, breathing inside, inhale and exhale. But it happens.
Okay, so now at least here you are in America, you have this facility, and here you just said that I cannot go out and all of that. So you, because of this smoking, all of these problems have occurred. But at least you have a nice house, you have everything. But there must be people who don't have all these facilities.
No, that's absolutely right. It's absolutely right. What happens is, if I walk about 10 steps, now note that 10 steps is not a long distance. There's 10 steps, I run out of breath. I have to sit down and either take this or get the cylinders and breathe and rest, and then I can resume. So if I don't do that, if I walk against, even when I'm not feeling breathing, I faint and fall down.
Oh,
Yes, and I have fallen down. It happens. And what happens is,
okay.
if you
Excuse
have
me,
fallen
Musthaq bhai.
down,
I need, because the limit is 10 minutes. We crossed 10 minutes. I'm going to take a second series of second